In the mystic realm of Arcanum, where spells shimmer in the air and libraries are considered sacred ground, there lived a half-orc wizard who cared less for libraries and more for lunges. His name? Gromek Ironspell. Wizard by profession, barbarian by biceps. Where most mages tucked themselves into robes and read until their spines curled, Gromek trained under the open sky, lifting boulders and blasting targets with the only two spells he ever bothered to master: a fireball the size of a cottage and magic missiles that hit like siege bolts. His fellow spellcasters, the ones who spent more time debating theory than surviving real combat, he affectionately called Feather Fingers, for their dainty hands and inability to carry anything heavier than a wand. "Careful, Feather Fingers," he'd chuckle at the academy, hurling a log-sized dumbbell over his shoulder. "You might get a paper cut summon in your snack tray." Others he dubbed Flabbernancers, especially those who tried to conjure muscle with illusion magic instead of lifting an honest weight. One particularly scrawny illusionist once tried to impress a girl by glamoring himself a six-pack. Gromek flexed once, and the poor lad's spell dispelled out of shame. But just an aside, Gromek's day came when Willowdale cried out for help. Scalathrax, the dragon with breath like lava stew, had arrived, and not a single Featherfinger dared face it. Except one. Gromek rolled into town, shirtless, wand in one hand, kettlebell in the other. "Point me at the lizard," he grunted, "and tell the Flabbernancers to hold my protein shake." What followed was the stuff of legend. Magic missiles that cracked scales like walnuts. A fireball hurled so hard it knocked the dragon's flight path sideways. And when the beast tried to flee, Gromek leapt onto its tail, climbed its back, and whispered his final spell, right into its ear. Scalathrax fled in terror, actual honest-to-God's terror. The villagers cheered. The Flabbernancers started jogging for the first time in years, and Gromek, he struck a pose, muscles rippling, and shouted, "Magic's strong, but it's stronger when you've got traps that can flex while casting it." The villagers commissioned a statue of Gromek made entirely of melted farm tools and leftover chainmail. His spellbook now lives in the tavern, stuck open on page 3, next to a set of stone-carved dumbbells. And so he became a legend, not just for his strength, but for showing the world that magic and muscle needn't be strangers. Wizards still argue in their towers, but now they do it with dumbbells nearby. And Gromek, he still calls them Featherfingers, but he calls them friends now too. Sort of, as long as they don't skip leg day.